Top 5 rap website, rate the bars. He turns down the beats, writer's block impedes, crying from the room, a baby in need of some Pampers and some food and place to sleep. That plus a black Cadillac on D's is what keep him on track to be a great MC. Okay, so I already know this is Lupe Fiasco. Hip Hop Saved My Life, is that the song? Okay, yeah, Hip Hop Saved My Life. One of my favorite albums all time. You know, I was supposed to go to the Lupe Fiasco show. It's actually tomorrow, but you know, that's canceled, so shout out to coronavirus. So yeah, these bars, it's Lupe telling a story. So Hip Hop Saved My Life is a story, and it's kind of like a double metaphor. He does so many double metaphors throughout his career, I can't even pull exactly what he's talking about just from these bars. I need to see the whole verse. But he actually follows up this story on the Drogas Wave album. And again, you know, I can't remember the song, but I'm gonna put it, you know, down right here. That's part 2 to this, and he kind of references this song. So yeah, Hip Hop Saved My Life by Lupe Fiasco. You know, these set of bars aren't like that lyrically proficient, so I'm not gonna give it 5 stars. But you know, this is like almost a 5-star song. So 4 to 5 stars. Right here in these bars, you're not really getting too much lyrical breakdown, but you know, it is a part of a great story. So we give them 4 or 5 stars for that one. Okay. Like every man of honor had to conquer Rob De Niro, like Ginger in Casino, or that runway light in Heat, that shadow in the grass when Vincent shot him off his feet. In other words, life is just a fight against your disbeliefs. That's why I'm screaming, I'm the greatest of all time, like Young Ali. So I already recognize these lyrics. This is Nipsey Hussle. You know, this is obviously 5 stars. Rose Clique, you know, the Marathon 1 era. So yeah, these I think are some of Nipsey's like best bars, just the descriptions, you know, the allusions to the movie. You know, so let's kind of break it down. Like every man of honor had to conquer Rob De Niro. So he's referencing the movie. And he goes on, like Ginger at Casino, or that runway light in Heat. So, you know, you have to conquer the man of honor. So if you don't know these movies, you're not really gonna, you know, catch the bars. The shadow in the grass when Vincent shot him off his feet. You know, the imagery, even if you've never seen the movie, you can kind of still get the imagery that he's trying to paint for you. So that's why these bars are so strong. That's why I give it 5 stars. He's really giving you the imagery. So if you have seen the movie, you know, it's going to hit you a lot harder. If you haven't seen the movie, you can still, you know, get a hold of what he's talking about. So I'm screaming, I'm the greatest of all time, like Young Ali. Muhammad Ali, you know, he called himself the greatest, you know. So Nipsey, I get that 5-star bar. Nipsey also top 5 West Coast rappers all time. We was having that conversation on Twitter. Nipsey will be in my top 5. So. Last one. Some ask me, Jay, man, well, that kind of gives it away. Some ask me, Jay, so obviously the rapper's name is Jay. Why come for so many years you've been exempt? Because familiarity doesn't breed gratitude, just contempt. And the price of sanity is too damn high, just like the rent. So, you know, I'll explain that bar right there. We'll just keep going. Sometimes I was held down by the gravity of my pen. Sometimes I was held down by the gravity of my sin. Sometimes, like Santiago at crucial points in my novel, my only logical option was to transform to the wind. So, you know, this is Jay Electronica on Ezekiel's Wheel. So on the Written Testimony album. You know, there's a lot going on, but I want to get to, you know, to the bars first. That bar is kind of followed by sometimes I was held down by the gravity of my pen. So in these bars, Jay Electronica, he's telling you why it took so long to drop his album. His first album, we've really been waiting for that since like 2008, 2009. So much time has passed. Like I was in grade school at the time. Like I'm no longer in grade school. Like people have grown up. People have still been waiting for this album. So the first bar is like, why for so many years you've been exempt? And he says because familiarity doesn't breed gratitude, just contempt. So being around doesn't really get you life. It doesn't really mean that people are going to love you. People are going to start to gain contempt for you as you be here. So I go into it more on the Jay Electronica a Written Testimony review that I did. Make sure you go watch that if you haven't seen it. 4 stars out of 5. And shout out to Jay Electronica. It's not easy living up to those expectations. It's not easy. Jay Electronica in this album, he's talking a lot of NOI philosophy, but also a lot about his personal life and his insecurities. So, you know, that insecurity of being judged, you know, by releasing an album and all the expectations was really weighing on him. My favorite part of this bar, though, sometimes like Santiago at crucial points in my novel, my only logical option was to transform to the wind. So that is alluding to the book The Alchemist. So that's like a book that everyone's read. And the book is just so peaceful. So at the end of the book, the way the main character, Santiago, learns his lesson is he learns he has to become one with Earth. So then there's like this whole chapter, he transforms with the wind and he becomes the wind. So that's basically Jay Electronica saying, you know, like Santiago had to turn to the wind. I had to go ghost. Like I had to just not drop the album. So that's what he's saying there. 5-star bars though. 5-star bars, you know. I think the part will throw a lot of people off, but it's followed by, you know, sometimes I was held down by the gravity of my pen. So he's saying like the gravity of my pen, like I can't get the bar off. So it's kind of like, you know, some clever, some humor in there. But sometimes when I listen to the song, I'm like, you could have filled that bar in with words, but you know, 5 stars, Jay Electronica. So I rate the bars.